Hello everyone and welcome to our brand new project, Groovin Around the World. We're going to take you on a musical journey and explore rhythms from different countries around the world. In today's lesson, we're going to look at Afro Cuban music, and we've got lots of fun activities for you to join in with, like body percussion, and at the end you'll even learn how to make your own drum kit. Have fun! You can take part in these activities by using the sounds of your own bodies, and also you might be able to find different sounds around the house that might come in useful. Here's a picture of the things that you could use during today's lesson.
Hi guys, welcome to this warm-up. Today we're going to be doing some body percussion, okay? So we're going to be using different parts of our body to create some sounds. First thing we're going to do is just get everything kind of moving and nice and warm. So with my feet I'm going to do a march, and that's also going to act as a pulse. Okay, so if you can do that along with me at this speed, and just get nice and comfortable stepping along. Okay, once we've got that, you're going to put your hands on your head. We're going to count 8 taps, and we're going to do it at the same speed as we are walking. Okay, after 4, we'll count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Now to your bellies and your legs. Back to your head, shoulders, bellies, and your legs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, perfect. Now what we're going to do is a little sequence where we do all of that. So we're doing 8 hits on each of our 4 different sounds. Then we're going to go for 4 hits on all of our sounds, then we're going to go for 2 hits on all of our sounds, and then finally just 1. Okay, so it'll be head, shoulders, bellies, legs, doing 8 all the way down, then it's 4 all the way down, 2 all the way down, and then 1 all the way down, and that's the end of our little sequence. Okay, right, so if we get our pulse first of all, get walking, nice steady speed. After 4 we'll start. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Now it's just 4 times. 2 and just 1. Cool, perfect. Hopefully we are a little bit warm now and we've got everything moving. So let's just think about some of these different sounds we've got. So we know we've got our feet that can offer us some pulse and a nice kind of low sound. We've got our legs, quite a nice kind of percussive sound, quite high pitched. Our stomachs and our bellies are a little bit lower. If we listen to our legs, then our bellies, slightly different pitch. My legs are slightly higher. So just have a little play with yours at home. Just kind of have a listen to the different sounds you've got. It might be the type of clothes that you are wearing that alters the sound. Okay, once we've got that, we're going to have our pulse. And we're just going to go through some of these sounds. So I'm going to play a rhythm and you are going to play it back to me. Okay, so just call and response. So we've got our pulse. Let's have a go. Right, hopefully you're a little bit warmed up and you've got used to using your body as a way of making some sounds, your own percussion instrument, if you like. So have a little play along with those at home and see if you can create your own rhythms. Okay, I'll see you soon. Hello and welcome to this week's lesson. Today we're going to be having a look at an Afro Cuban rhythm or drum beat, which is called the soca. Now it's an Afro Cuban rhythm because it has roots in both African music, West African music, and also in Cuban, South American, Latin music. There's a lot of crossover between those two parts of the world and the rhythms that they use, and this is a great hybrid rhythm that is heard a lot in both of those areas. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the 5 different parts that make up our performance piece, of which there is a backing track that you can play along to once you've learnt these rhythms, and I'm going to play them on the real instruments. So I'm going to be using today a djembe drum, which is a West African hand drum, and I've also got a little hand shaker. They're going to be the two kind of authentic instruments, and then I've also got some household implements that we're going to use to create the same kind of sounds. Okay, so we're going to go through the 5 rhythms. I'm going to play it on the real instrument first, and then I'm going to switch to the household so you can hear both the rhythms played with the 2 different kind of sounds. Okay, so rhythm number 1. This is a pulse. So it's quite a simple thing. I'm using a low sound on my djembe, which is played using the middle of the drum, and I'm going to be playing 4 notes, so it's 4 consistent beats. Okay, this is going to give us our pulse, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of beat 4, I'm going to do 1 high-pitched noise. Okay, so the count's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. If you wanted to play the rhythm faster, you would just increase that tempo. Right, let's have a listen to this on the household instruments. So I'll just move my drums over. So I've got my little drum table here, and I've got 2 bowls. I've got 1 large, 1 small. Okay, now I could use my hands. And you get some pretty nice sounds, but I've got my wooden spoons. This is going to make it a little bit louder, have a little bit more projection, okay? So I've got my larger bowl, which is going to act as my low sound. Again, thinking about those groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I've got my smaller bowl for my high-pitched sound at the end. Faster. Okay, key to this is that strong pulse rhythm on your low sound. That has got to stay really consistent, because that's the part that's almost going to underpin all of the other rhythms and give the whole sound a real strong sense of pulse. Okay, so that is rhythm number 1. Rhythm number 2, I'm going to go back to my djembe drum. Now this is the main soca rhythm, okay? So again, I'm using my low sound in the middle of the drum and my high sound on the edge of the drum. Now I like to use the phrase play the soca. play the soca, play the soca, play the soca. Because by saying those words, you are getting the sound of the rhythm. Play the soca, play the soca, play the soca, play the soca. Just alternating between the low sound and the high sound. Play the soca, play the soca, play the soca, play the soca. Okay, let's give ourselves a pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great sound and rhythm. That really simple but really effective. Let's go back to the pots and pans. Low sound, high sound. Same thing. Play the soca. Play the soca. Low, high, low, high. Play the soca. 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 Give ourselves a pulse. Okay, so that's rhythm number 2. Rhythm number 3. Now this is the third and final rhythm that's going to be played on the djembe drum. What I'm going to do is play the edge sound just by itself. And this is a slightly trickier rhythm. It's a little bit more syncopated, which means the rhythms are quite offbeat. Okay, I'm going to be using 2 hands again, and I do a group of 2, and then I do a group of 4. Okay, so it's 2 and then a 4, and then that just goes round and round, repeats itself. So it's ourselves some pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, sounds completely different to the other rhythms, but that's what makes it effective, because it brings a completely different sound. Okay. For my household objects, I want something that's a little bit different sounding, so I'm not going to use the pots again. I'm going to use a sieve, a draining sieve, and this is metal. So with it being metal, it's going to have a little bit more cut, slightly higher pitched, and just a little bit more kind of aggressive. Okay, which is good because it's going to give us a point of difference. So 2, 6 again, same thing. 2 and then 4. Bit of pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. A little bit harder that one because you've got to use those 2 sticks. It's a little bit of a faster rhythm, but 2 and 4, nice and easy to remember, should be okay. That's rhythm 3. Rhythm number 4. Now rhythm number 4, we're just going to use hand claps, okay? Because this is a part that maybe singers would play, or people that aren't actually instrumentalists in the group and just want to join in. Maybe they're doing some dancing, say maybe they're doing some singing or some chanting, maybe they're just watching and just want to join in. So this is a clapping rhythm, but it works great. And obviously we don't need a special instrument for that because we've got hands. So the rhythm for this, we need a pulse. So what I tend to do actually is I kind of use my feet and I walk on a pulse, and then our claps are going to go in the gaps. So after 1 pulse, I'm going to do 2 claps, and then after the next pulse, I'm just going to do 1 clap. Okay, so it sounds like this. If our pulse was a bit faster, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, still works. Of course, you could use one of your drums again, maybe the sieve or the other drums, or if you've got a different sounding pot, that rhythm would still work, doing those groups of 2 and that 1. Absolutely fine, but I like the sound of the hand claps. It gives us something different. Okay, so that's rhythm number 4. Final rhythm, rhythm number 5. Now this is a shaker rhythm. All of these rhythms that we're going to work on have a shaker part. A shaker is just a brilliant thing that brings everything together. It fills the gaps, okay? So rhythmically, all of these shaker parts are very, very similar, but they really do add something. So I've just got my little egg shaker. Nothing special about that. You might even have an egg shaker at home, but if you don't, then what I found is I've gone to my cooking jar and I found some coriander seeds, but of course any other spice or seed or some salt or pepper, anything you've got, in a little jar, and that's going to give me my shaker sound. It's not quite as loud as my actual shaker, but it still works, okay? So I'm just doing a constant shake. With the seeds. Easy peasy, okay? So those are our 5 rhythms. I suggest you have a go at playing them all individually, first of all, and then once you're comfortable, you can start to group them together, perhaps with some other people or along with the backing track, okay? The backing track itself has all the rhythms and they come in one by one. So whichever rhythm you are working on, you can wait for that rhythm to be played, you can listen to it, and then you can join. Okay, I hope you have a bit of fun playing along with the track, and I'll see you next time for another rhythm.
One, two, three, four.